Today is Tuesday, Parashat Tissa. In the parasha of this week, we have the unfortunate episode of the golden calf. After Am Yisrael received the Torah, and Moshe Rabbeinu went to Shamayim to bring back the Luchot Abrit, the tablets of the Ten Commandments, in a short period of time of just 40 days. The Jewish people, after having witnesses to such an incredible revelation at Har Sinai, did this unfortunate sin of the golden calf, of worshipping a golden calf. And in this parasha also, it tells us about Moshe Rabbeinu pleading with Hashem to forgive them for that sin. And then Hashem forgave them and even gave us in this parasha the pesukim that indicate the 13 attributes of Hashem, Kel Rachu V'Chanun, Erech Apayim, V'Rav Chesed V'Emet, that teach us how when we come on the days of the Selichot and Yom Kippur and we say these 13 attributes, that Hashem forgives Am Yisrael for their sins. And this parasha has an incredible message on the subject of Teshuvah, which is, even if a person has sinned to such a horrible extent as they did of worshipping an idol, after having been witnesses to receiving of the Torah, still we can do Teshuvah and Hashem can forgive us. And there are other examples in our writings. David HaMelech, who was a king of Am Yisrael, and he had sinned, and he repented, he did Teshuvah, he atoned, and Chaz v'Shalom, that a person should never be in a situation where he feels if he had sinned, and no matter what sin it was, that he is totally a lost case. On the opposite, when a person does Teshuvah, he's able to correct what he's done wrong in the past. Yemino kepeshuta lekabel shavim. The right hand of Hashem is extended to receive those that do Teshuvah. And Hashem would rather have a person do Teshuvah than stay in his state of having sinned. Because when a person does Teshuvah, he's able to correct something that he did that was wrong. And this idea is an idea that is very important to realize, that Teshuvah is the best route to take after a person has sinned, even from grave sins like this idea here in the parasha of this week of worshipping the golden calf. Hashem is always ready to forgive us. And not just that, Hachamim tell us, Makom sheba'alei Teshuvah omdim, a place where those who did Teshuvah stand, even completely righteous people are not standing in that place. In other words, a person who has sinned and took himself into his hand, so to speak, and corrected his ways, admitted fault, had the humility to realize that he did wrong and to admit fault and to make that decision not to sin that way in the future, such a person in a way has merit that is even of a higher level, because he was able to control himself than somebody who was never in a situation of having sinned. So this is for the idea of the Chazara B'Teshuvah, very important aspect, that this is one of the messages of the parasha of this week. And no matter what the sin is, a person can always do Teshuvah and gain, again, a close relationship with Hashem, and in a way, even closer than it was before. Baruch Adonai Le'olam, Amen ve'Amen.